Hey everybody, this is Mike. We're back. It's been about a week and a half. Again, I wanted to go a little bit quicker, but work and stuff. But it had more time to dry. I don't know if it dried because it has been so humid here, and then we had rains and, all the good stuff. So this has not been looked at since the last time when we buttoned it up. I have been thinking a lot. Keep in mind, this is the second one I've done. It did not get dry. And I have had all kinds of, I'm constantly thinking, what can I do to improve this? I can't even put a dent in this. What can I do to improve this entire process? And I complained a lot about these end pieces. And I'm wondering if a person, I've just been board clamping. I'm wondering if a person, if they wanted to do this full time, couldn't make something, put it on a board and then clamp it in this way and then clamp it. You probably couldn't clamp it all four directions and this way. You'd have to make some kind of something that was an exact size every time, I think. I don't know. I'm not an engineer. I'm just hammering things, So one thing I wanted to do different this time, because I am in a hurry to get all these things out there, is I wanted to take, we know these edges I'm going to wind up destroying anyway. Something very important to point out. I had mentioned in one of the videos that this stuff can be drilled and sanded and tapped, yada, yada, yada. It can be worked wonderfully, but it is still paper. So something to point out, when I was drilling these, my first one for the pen, I put it between two boards, clamped it, and then put it in the vise part of a drill press and ran down into two separate pieces. So it's, when you're working it, remember it's paper. It's not, we're going to get to the gluing thing in a minute, but something I wanted to try, because I'm going to wind up cutting these ends off anyway, I want to see if I can cut it, coping saw, and see what we're working with thus far, so you can get kind of an idea of what we're working with. Uh-oh, it might be too wet to do this. Or I might be too close to the log. I'm trying to do this so you can watch me cut it. I should shut up and just fast forward this part. And I'll have to sweep up later. It's wet. Horrible cutting. But you can see we've got weird things happening. Now, once this is dry and cut clean and then sanded, you should have a really interesting, I forgot I put green construction paper in here. We should have a really interesting pattern going. Looks like I only folded it once. Well, we'll try folding it one more time. I know the last time that was iffy. little bit of a change for this next step. This is my jug. Of course, you can use anything. This is probably grand total, mixing stuff together, 1 part school glue to 19 parts water, because I used a 9-to-1 water to school glue and then did like that much of that and then filled it up the rest of the way with water. And it was actually up a little bit higher. You can't see that, can you? Went about this high with the school glue water mix and then filled it up to about yo with water. And then I've been using it. Well, I used it for my first billet. So same thing. Instead of just water now, we're going to completely submerge it, shake it around, make sure that stuff seeps between the layers. Again, there's so little glue, we don't want to glue it into a solid mass. Leave that open in case we need it. We want we're just trying to stiffen the fibers, which, as you can tell, I have to break this part right here. To break that part right there. This is all, if you start doing this, you'll start feeling what's going on inside, but you're not going to see what's going on inside until you cut it, which is why I gave you a little demo. Is this going to work? Am I going to have to stand on this? It's going to roll more than it's going to fold, isn't it? Oh no! That was interesting. It just kind of blew apart. Oh, maybe that'll make it easier to fold it. And yes, I just kind of shoved it all in there like beef in a sandwich. But that's more of that chaos that we're trying to do. All right, we got it folded. Look at that. So now, well, sort of. It's going to be funny. This is the one that I'm making a video on, and it's going to be the one that I completely destroy. Let's do this so I can get a little bit more oomph out of it and not damage it. And hopefully not damage my fingers. Again, I am learning. But you saw the pen. You don't know that it's 100% going to work because you haven't seen it happen yet. But you can take my word for it, can't you? I mean, you saw the scrap pieces. And then you saw the pen. The theory is sound, right? Right now what I'm trying to do is square it off. So hopefully I have less of those rough edges. And that sounds disgusting, doesn't it? Knock out any air voids. And I'm learning as I go. I can feel that there's an air void right there, probably because of this. Kind of pinching it with my fingers, or squishing it with my fingers while hammering from the other direction. You can see all these pieces are wet, and now they're getting compressed. So the fibers should be interlocking, plus there's that little tiny bit of glue to stiffen them once they're interlocked. This part needs to get knocked down some. It's too thick. So we're going to clamp it, and we're going to let it dry, and I might even wind up parking a tire on it. I'm letting it dry in the sun, so this time it actually dries solid. Learning, experimenting, but we know that there's some colors and patterns going on inside, and that's the goal. And now it's nice and thick. If I want to carve a little skull out of here or something, or if you get to this point and want to carve a little skull or something, that's what this is all about. Please hold. And I'm back. So again, this looks pretty good. Looks better than my last one. My first one, I should say. Trying to decide. I'm thinking about doing one more video where I take a piece of that scrap, and had an idea when I was refilming the first video where I was showing off the scraps or the pen, and I said a piece of it looked like a planet. I'm thinking about taking a piece of the scrap and just hitting it with the Dremel, see if I can make a little planet out of it, and have that be like the end of this series. I would like to dry this completely and cut it though, just like right down the middle. I can figure out what to do with the pieces after the fact, just so we can see, you can see, I can share with you what the final internals wind up looking like, because you've basically been with me since right after the first folding, or the first hammering. I don't remember how many times I folded this one. It's not about the folding, it's about pretending this is layers of the earth, and you are providing earthquakes, tornadoes, floods, droughts, tectonic shifts, and altering the strata. You hear that? There's a slight hollow in there. Obviously, it's going to be thinner away from the fold. It's just the way paper goes. All right, let's not overwork it. It is incredibly damp. wonder if a guy wrapped it in, or a girl, wrapped it in rubber bands before clamping it. Look at that. We have a block, a billet. Anyways, trying to finish up this series of videos so I can get them out there so you can all start making Stratacite and making exciting objects and jewelry pieces and pens and decorations for the corners of books, perhaps. That's it for now. Clamp it up, dry it, and then we'll be back maybe for the last one. Thanks for watching. Again, very little glue. You do not want a lot of glue. Let's see, I have to do this. So I don't stab myself when I walk by my vise. Little tiny bit of glue, a lot of water, hammer. It's all about the hammer. All right. So I know I just said it, but thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned. We're almost done. Bye. Oh, sorry. Have a happy